It's that time of the week again. Yes, it's time for Your Music Live, brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Let's get it on.
Your music, your music, your music live. Your music, your music, your music live.
Thank you, Kronk Song. Yes, it is time for Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. Yes, it's 2 hours of the best independent music in the world, and it's all brought to you by our wonderful friends, those popers, those guys there, DistroKid. If you would like to release your music to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Deezer, to Amazon, to all the places, DistroKid got you covered. And if you use the link up there and down in the description, you're going to save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. DistroKid are cool, and we thank them for their support of Your Music Live. Speaking of DistroKid, they have a platform called slaps.com, which is a free music sharing social media extravaganza. And that is where our first song is going to come from here today. This is a band called Anvil Head that we've heard from before, and they say just a heavy bass groove that warps into some experimental rock. I thought that was a cool way to kick us off here on Your Music Live. Let's do it. That isn't a nice, funky way to start your day or end your day, depending where you are in the world. I don't know what is. Welcome to the weekend. It's going to be funky. And you would have noticed there that I was giving some fire there, throwing some fire on that one here on Slaps. That's what's cool about Slaps, is that you can add fire, you can save, you can share, and you can even comment down here. So I can come down here and just say, love this, playing it live on YML. And that comment goes back to the original artist. It's a very, very cool platform. It's like similar to SoundCloud, but I just dig it a bit more because it's from our friends at DistroKid, so you know it's extra cool. I hope you're doing well on this wonderful day that we're having here. And we're going to kick into our next tune here. Now, this is a band that we heard from a few weeks back. We debuted them on the show, and they're back with another track. We're going to open it up over here into Spotify. Again, if you want to get your music on Spotify, DistroKid can hook you up. This is a band called Fat Fox, and they say written, recorded, and produced by us at home. The song is about taking a chance on someone and on love. We particularly enjoyed laying down the fun keyboard riffs that build, then finish out the song. So let's jump over here, shall we, and take a listen to this one. This is a Fat Fox with Break Me Into on Your Music Live.
But you gotta be true. I'll tell ya it's a
Yeah, I love the backing keys as well. They mentioned that in their description there, and I'm like, yeah, I dig it. I can see where you're coming from there because the keys in the background there uh, really do make that track. So that's sounding a little bit better. For bringing some there again this week. Why won't they go? There we go. We're back. So thank you to Fat Fox for sharing that song. And we will continue on with our next tune. Now, this is from our friend Wi-Fi. And they say, introducing Wi-Fi's second persona, Pop-Fi. A confident, easygoing, happy-go-lucky pop star with a not-so-lucky experience in matters of the heart. He writes upbeat, catchy, pop-filled tracks for anyone in the world to get hooked on. Please enjoy another look into the world of Wi-Fi with Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Now, I'm not sure if this is a Kylie Minogue cover because she did a song called Can't Get You Out. No, that was Can't Get You Out of My Head. So this is completely different to that. So please welcome Pop-Fi to the channel and Can't Get You Out of My Mind live here on Your Music Live. A little bit of Wi-Fi, Pop-Fi goodness for your ear holes on this Saturday morning or Friday afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a good one. If you're having some fun, hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to share, remember, sharing is caring and Sharon is Karen. So please do share the love and get all your friends and family and frogs along to the show. Where am I going with that? Ah, dear, it's been a long weekend. It's only just begun. Let's kick in. Let's do a bit of a GarageBand iOS double header here because we've got a couple of tracks here from GarageBand iOS creators. We're going to return over to slaps.com for the first one. And again, go to slaps.com if you want to join slaps.com. It's free. It is from our friends at DistroKid and it works brilliantly for sharing your music. And that's just what Aaron Bredlaw has done here. And he's got a new track here called Do the Party Rule. And he says, recorded in GarageBand iOS off my EP, Sugar Spun Fun. A little song about society forcing people to subscribe to one political ideology. Or all the YouTube channels, one of the two. Yes, please like, comment, and subscribe to my political views. Let's play this one before I start saying any more BS. This is Aaron Bredlaw with Do the Party Rule on Your Music Live.
Better watch your step.
Aaron Breadlaw there with Do the Party Rule. That one was very, very cool indeed. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, guitars are very New Order. Yeah, a bit of an 80s kind of vibe to that one there. I dig it a lot. Let's continue our double feature, our GarageBand iOS double feature, because I know many of you use GarageBand and love GarageBand, and it is amazing what can be created. Remember, it's all ones and zeros, people. It doesn't matter what you're using to produce your music. It's in the digital space, it is all ones and zeros. So your ones and zeros in Pro Tools look very similar to my ones and zeros in GarageBand, just quietly. But anyway, let's grab this one. Drag Gurus. Hi Pete, originally an instrumental. I recorded this song in GarageBand iOS. This song is for anyone that's been badly let down by a friend. There's one F-bomb in the first verse. You have been warned, one F-bomb, but I'm sure, knowing Drag Gurus, it is appropriate and well placed and sent with love. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? Drag Gurus with Go to Hell. I think Thomas likes it because it's got an F-bomb. Very cool stuff there from Drag Gurus, who've become a bit of a fan favourite. I mean, there's many fan favourites around here in Your Music Live land, but yeah, Drag Gurus always getting a lot of love, a whole lot of love when they come up on the playlist. So thank you again for sharing. Sharing is indeed caring. And speaking of sharing and caring, we've got a next track here from our friend. I'm trying to get a bit better at transitioning and playing more music and less chatter. So hopefully you enjoy that. Let me know. Leave me a comment and say, do you want more random Pete banter or do you want more music? I'm pretty sure I know which way it's going to go. Scott Mitchell. Is there a Scott Mitchell in the house? So Scott Mitchell says, hi Pete, all recorded in GarageBand. In fact, there's a GarageBand triple play. Getting more familiar and improving my work in GB, I hope. Still a ways to go yet. Bit of an aggressive topic for a Canadian. Thank you from Scott Mitchell. Where are my Canucks at? We've got a lot of Canadian friends that hang out on this show. So if you're Canadian, chuck a maple leaf in the chat to represent, because I know there's many of you out there. And we had Mike Haggith on the show yesterday, in fact, who's Canadian up there in Manitoba, or the 56 parallel. So yeah, we chatted about his music creation. What did I just say? I just said I need to do more music, less talk. So let's jump straight into this one, shall we? Scott Mitchell and If You Want War on Your Music Live. Step Aside, John Bon Jovi, Step Aside Poison. That is how you do some retro sounding rock and roll and in GarageBand to boot. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, the vocals really drove that one home, didn't it? Very, very cool stuff there from Scott Mitchell. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Let's go. I'm just going to keep the GarageBand train rolling here because we've got our man Jerry Gomes is sharing a tune straight out of GarageBand. So why don't we give this one a spin? He says, this was recorded in GarageBand and the video was recorded in the desert surrounding my home. It's a place called Dead Truck Canyon. Dead Truck Canyon. What an unusual name, but hey, there's so many different canyons and deserts. I guess eventually you have to use all of them. And this one was Dead Truck, so this looks pretty darn cool. This is Jerry Gomes, and it's 100 Mile Stare on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
Walking in the desert on a path without water. When I came across a canyon that was unlike any other, so I stopped.
Jerry Gomes here on Your Music Live with the 100 Mile Stare. Very cool. I love the video. I love the sense of just, isolation and loneliness, just stumbling through the desert in the visuals. I think it matched the song really well. And as Michael, aka Zilland Band, says, sounds really good. Thank you all for being here. This is Your Music Live, brought to you by our friends at DistroKid, and we'll be talking about DistroKid in just a moment because I know a lot of people have been releasing their music with DistroKid. Kim Harden Hudson has a new tune that will be spinning a little bit later, and this man has released a bunch of music, including his Delicate Giants album with DistroKid, because they are just so easy and simple to get your music out everywhere. And I know many of you have enjoyed listening to many of the community's music on whatever platform you choose. And that's the best thing about DistroKid is you get your music out there and then it doesn't matter where people are listening to it. It's available. So you just go and search Russ 8889 and check out my releases, or search Delicate Giants and they're there. So we're going to give some Russ a spin. Any Russ fans in the house? Yeah, right here. So Russ says, hi, Pete. I hope you're well. So as you like the Beatles so much, I thought I would send you a cover. No, not really, mate. It's a fusion of styles mixed together in the Russ 8889 style. Mastered by Jade Star. Enjoy. And that is from our friend Russ 8889. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? It is The Long Good Sunday on Your Music Live. I know. Boo me, turning it down. You just wanted to hear the whole gosh darn thing. Well, guess what? You can listen to the whole gosh darn thing. Bear gives it 88.89 out of 10. I like it. You can go listen to the whole thing if you jump on over to Russ's channel, and I recommend you do just that. People often ask me, Pete, why do you cut off people's songs? Why do you only play 2 minutes of each track? And there's a couple of reasons that we talk about it most weeks. Number one is that we can get through a heap more music, which means more of your music is going to be featured here on the show. And number two is it gives you incentive. I don't know many of you that are not going to go over to Russ's channel and check that out now. And guess what? I made it super easy for you because I've got all of the links down in the description, which means that you don't have to do any of the work. I've done it all for you. And that's a nice segue. Speaking of links in the description, if you haven't started releasing your music like Russ8889 and you want to, DistroKid's the place to go. DistroKid, as you can see here, I've released a heap of music. You can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums, and the musician plan starts at just $19.99 per year. That's right, year, $20 a year, and you can release an unlimited number of songs, albums, and EPs to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all of the places. You can split royalties. You can see there, Jade Starr, who's played on a lot of my songs. I share in half of the royalties of her song Smoke, and I can pay her some of the royalties for anything that she's played drums on. Makes it super simple, and uploading is a breeze. You hit the upload button, you throw in the name of your track, when you want it to release, you put in your album artwork, you upload your file, and you hit submit, and it's literally that simple. It takes you about 10 minutes, and then a few days later, up to a week later, your music is out there everywhere. And I wanted to point you over here as well, because I've got my own DistroKid FAQ. If you go to studiolivetoday.com/DistroKid, you've got the links there to sign up. You've got the links to the support center and how to contact DistroKid, and then you've got my 10 frequently asked questions, as well as my music checklist. So if you want to make sure that that first release of yours goes 100% according to plan, jump over to the DistroKid FAQ at studiolivetoday.com/DistroKid. And we thank DistroKid for their amazing and ongoing support of Your Music Live. They've been sponsoring this show for more than a year now. They are very, very cool people, and we do thank them greatly for keeping indie music alive, because there's so many ways for you to share, and DistroKid make it easy for everyone. Let's jump in and take a listen to this song. Now, this is from Alex G. Bell. Correct me, Alex, but is this the first time we've played your tune here on Your Music Live? I believe so. If not, then I've forgotten. We play so much music here, sometimes I'm like, oh, here's a debut artist. And they're like, no, you've played 4 of my songs, Pete, in the last year. I'm sorry. But we're going to play this one. What Alex says about this. This is a song, Grave Day, recorded at Stage Studios in Hallswen, UK, and I was feeling quite down about my grandfather's passing and wanted to write a song about it. So let's take a listen to this one, shall we? Grave Day, Alex G. Bell on Your Music Live. Yeah, when the song is basically one big guitar solo, I can't really help but play it. But yeah, how cool was that? Very nicely done, Alex G. Bell, with some craftsmanship on the axe there, doing some great work. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, the lonesome, sad guitar, some epic playing, and nice panning as well too. Really had everything in that one. I love it. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Keep doing your sharing because it's good. Speaking of good, someone who's good, let's grab a cover song. This is our friend Dan Ekberg. Dan Ekberg, friend of the channel, friend of the community, is a great guy. He's set up playlists for Your Music Live. He's done a lot of really cool things. And this looks like a pretty cool thing. I trust Dan, so I haven't even listened to this one. So he says, this is my electronic cover of Nirvana's About a Girl. It was originally recorded in GarageBand about a year ago, but I've made many tweaks before finishing it. One of my favorite additions was the harmonic scream synth. I sent you my SoundCloud link, but the song will be officially released on all platforms, a la DistroKid, before the show. I spent the $12 for the cover license. And he says, congratulations on 100,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, my friend. Let's jump over here to SoundCloud, who's trying to encourage me to use their service, and they've auto-played the song. Can you tell I'm not the hugest fan of SoundCloud? Sorry, SoundCloud. Wait till like 3 weeks' time where it's like, yeah, brought to you by SoundCloud. No, not going to happen. DistroKid is where it's at. So this is Dan Ekberg's cover of the Nirvana classic, About a Girl, and we're going to give it a spin live on Your Music Live. Very cool cover version. Not an easy song to sing at the best of times, and I love the doubled up vocal there. Yeah, exactly as Kim says, the double lead vocal with the low spoken part as well as the high melody part. It worked really well. So good job there to Dan Ekberg. Thank you for sharing. As we always say, sharing is caring, and Sharon is Karen. Michael, aka Zealand Band, is another member of the community who's been around for a long time. He's a patron of the channel. He does some amazing work, and he has his own emoji. Yes, if you're supporting Zealand, you got to put the Z's in there. So this is the moment of truth and lies. Music to listen to while cuddling your past. Made with love in GarageBand. Cuddling your past. That's interesting. I don't know how you cuddle the past, but give it a crack. Have a red hot go. Let's play this one here. Michael, aka Zealand Band, on Your Music Live. Cuddling the Past, yes. It's a really interesting one, isn't it? And the trumpet in there is really, really good. Yeah, I don't know, Michael, everything he does is slightly different and in a really good way. Always good, like the guitars in there. And as Thomas said, Michael is talented and prolific. It's astonishing. So yeah, jump on over. If you're not already subscribed to Michael, aka Zealand Band, I suggest that you do, because he shares a lot of very cool music and there's always something new and cool popping up. So I just love it when occasionally I'll just be scrolling through YouTube and I'll see, a Zealand Band track, and I have to resist listening to it because I like to listen fresh. When it's artists that I know and love, I like to listen fresh on Your Music Live, so I don't have any spoilers. Let's grab a couple of female vocalists. Let's do some back-to-back female vocals here. And we're going to kick off with Maggie Perry. And Maggie says, I was adopted, and last Christmas I found out I had a brother and sister. So I wrote this song. How very cool. So we're going to jump in and take a listen to this. It's called Familiar Faces, and it's Maggie Perry making her YML debut here on Your Music Live.
Snow falling, I'm calling. You answer all of my prayers. The past is so blurry. The future's all that we get. Pieces of a heart blowing in the wind. One stayed, one left, goes to the south. What was torn apart is now a sweet embrace. How can we be strangers with familiar faces? We went for a detour. Some roads are hard to forget. Here we are, sharing scars, not talking about how we got these pieces of a heart blowing in the wind. One stayed, one left, goes to the south. What was torn apart is now a sweet embrace. How can we be strangers with familiar faces? Pieces of a heart blowing in the wind.
How cool is that? Right? How do you not have a smile on your face watching and listening to that video? I love it. I just love the unique production. You got the dancing going on there. You got the great tune, and look, even the bit of wind noise. You just go with it. You just get that live feeling out there. And at first I'm like, is she lip syncing out there? And then I'm like, well, we got wind noise, probably not. Which is very, very cool. Yeah, nice voice and strong songwriting. Yeah, really good pop vibe too. Don't let that fool you. That is a well-written pop song as well. So congratulations on finding a brother and sister. It's always cool to hear about things like that. Let's go about another female vocalist. This is Erin Nicole, and Erin says, my song is about hitting my lowest point and turning to the Lord and finding an indescribable and bizarre comfort that made me stop crying immediately. It was recorded in Costa Rica in a home studio. Very cool indeed. Let's give this one a spin. This is Erin Nicole and her song called Trust in You on Your Music Live.
Tragedy, you'll stand there beside me. When I find I'm struggling, I know you'll always guide me through the dark, through the shadows in our hearts. You will light the spark that lives eternally. shadows in our hearts. You will light the spark that lives eternally. I trust in you when the ground is crumbling underneath my feet. I look to you when I'm struggling to see the light you guide me. Help me, please, Lord, help me, please. Help me see, help me believe. Open my eyes to your glory, open my heart.
Erin, Nicole there with an amazing tune, very well written, very well sung, and just great stuff there. Changing my life, Reality Arts. Well, yeah, I have to agree. I know I'm biased, but I've been doing this show for over a year now, and the number of amazing artists that I've had the pleasure of meeting and playing on the show, and I warned my patrons. I put a post out saying it's Your Music Live, it's about to happen, and just quietly, the quality is not going anywhere. Like every week I keep playing more songs, and I'm like, the challenge is going to be that we have an overwhelming number of songs. So my biggest challenge here is I'm looking back on the song list here going, oh, we got a lot of songs in the backlog, which we'll be making up some of that backlog in the second half of this show. But thank you for sharing that one, Erin. Thank you. And please don't let it be the last time that you share a tune here on Your Music Live, because I think people really dug that one. Someone else who people really dig is our friend Colin Stanton, who has been a prolific creator in recent times. He's been creating a lot of cool music. He's Canadian, which means he's extra cool, as you know. Canadians for the win. And he's got a song here. In fact, he's just started releasing on DistroKid as well. It's a song written by a man trapped behind a 45-foot stone walls and guards, writing this song to his family, being compressed beneath their fears and desire to break us up forever. Enjoy. Written in 1988. This is a cool thing. The cool thing about the home recording and the digital revolution is that a lot of those older songs that people had, that maybe you had a tape recording of it or it was just an idea, you can flesh out and re-record in 2021, and it's super easy and super accessible to do. So let's take a listen to this one. Out of Montreal, it's Colin Stanton with Cut Through Stone on Your Music Live.
Sing you a song with words so true, cut through stone, through the fog beyond, maybe reach your heart. Seasons come and go, they know how to say slow goodbye. Not like you and I, gone our separate ways. Rhythms of the heart, speaking just to you, and you hear, or do you turn away, deaf and blind? You've always been
Colin Stanton, yeah, he really is a prolific creator. I don't quite know how you folks create as many songs as you do, but I'm very glad that you do. Yes, Colin is darn cool, and it's very good. Since Colin sort of joined this community and has his music sort of shared around, he's now joined up to DistroKid, which you can do as well if you use that link, and he started releasing his music, and I think that's what it's all about. That's what we want to see. We want to see more people releasing more music, because the world is a better place. The more music we have, the better the world is. And look, some people come to me and they're like, don't you think that the accessibility of music recording and releasing these days is hurting the industry? Don't you think that there's more low quality music out there? And look, maybe there's a case for that, but is that really so bad? It just means that you got more choice. And the thing is, instead of going, oh no, there's too much music, just go, hey, there's more music of the kind that I like. So you're not going to like every genre, you're not going to like every artist, but more music being produced means there's a higher chance that you're going to find something cool and new. And maybe that cool and new thing is from Tony Howie, because Tony says, I wrote the chord progression first, then imagined sitting on a lonely stretch of beach. My head took over then, and this is the result. I'm passionate about creating music and beautiful sunsets on the ocean. That's where the title came from, and it's called Passion. And it's our friend Tony Howie. So let's give this one a listen and a look, shall we? Passion by Tony Howie on Your Music Live. Very nice, yeah. Love that. I love the sound of just like a gentle lead guitar over some pads. It's simple and effective, and I think it really suits the soundscape and the landscape that we're showing there. Yeah, love the acoustic mix with the electric, peaceful and serene. Now that we've got you nice and in your comfort zone and peaceful and serene, how about some Smudge Stain? Yeah, so this is a band out of Adelaide. I've been doing the rounds and trying to sort of drum up a bit more local music as well, because it's great to have all of the international artists, don't get me wrong, but I'm based here in Adelaide, and there's some amazing Adelaide artists like Kyan Burns, who we played a couple of weeks ago. Samantha Edge comes to mind. So we've got some great music coming out of Adelaide, and this is a band called Smudge Stain. They say it was written by guitarist and lead vocalist Yanni in Melbourne and recorded at Spare Second Studio Adelaide. It's about taking things how they are and finding a positive way through it all. So there you go. Maybe a Melbourne band, but hey, it's recorded in Adelaide. We're going to go with it. Let's take a listen to this one. It's called Swan Song, and it's by Smudge Stain here on Your Music Live.
There'll be no sight and no sound. try to seek the magic around you. Follow the mirage, you know that you have my regard. Don't question for a second whether life will turn you out. As long as the heart remains the same, you could carry on through each frame.
How good is it? Smudge Stain with Swan Song there. The surprise distortion, I know. It just hits you. You're like cruising along and you're like, yeah, man, chill. And then it's like, boom, in the face. Yeah, I like it. Good mix of vocals, well processed, very talented stuff. Exactly. And I love the vocal. I love a vocal where you can hear the accent a little bit. So you can definitely hear the Australian isms coming through in that one. Yeah, I love the vibe too. And that's definitely a band I'm going to be checking out. Hopefully Smudge Stain are playing live somewhere around Adelaide soon. We're just getting to the point where live music's a thing again. And I can go check them out and say, and I was going to say shake hands or maybe, air fist bump or something like that. Whatever you do in 2021, I don't know. Good stuff there. Well done, and thank you for sharing. We're coming up to the toilet break, so we're only 7 minutes away from our toilet break, which, if you're new to the show, is where we take a quick time out. It's for me to have a comfort stop to fill up my water glass and for us to have a little break. But I leave you with a very cool song, and we got something super cool coming up in the toilet break. But before that, we've got some Happy Ron. Hands up, who's a fan of Happy Ron? If you haven't heard of Happy Ron, you're about to experience some live Happy Ron goodness here. And this is a little ditty. We're going to play the whole thing. It's only 2 minutes and 6 seconds long. It's a live version. What he says, a live version of my most profound song. And it is a song by Happy Ron, and it's called Top 5 Things to Say to Douchebags. And I'm going to let Ron do the talking and explain what that's all about. Happy Ron on Your Music Live.
He says things that makes him think he's smart. He says things that have no heart. But how smart can he be to lose all his friends? I wonder if he still thinks that he's smart. He says things that really are kind of mean. Thinks that you owe him everything. But how can you owe him for things you did yourself? And how are you to blame for everything? Why don't douchebags ever learn? You piss people off, they don't return. Why don't they ever learn? He says he don't want no drama. You tell him, have you ever heard of karma? He has to go. Give him the happy ho and send him back home crying to his mama. He says that you used to be friends. You tell him never, ever, ever again. Say back then I didn't know what a douchebag was, and I'll never be that friend again. I'll never ever be that friend again. Nope. It ain't worth it.
It is not worth it, Happy Ron. If you want to stay happy, stay away from D-bags. True words have never been said. Happy Ron there on Your Music Live. Yeah, you really can't go wrong with Happy Ron. And hello, shout out to No More Saul, our friend Gabrielle, one of his personas. Thank you for dropping on by. Thank you everyone for being here. If you're having fun, don't worry. We've still got We've still got another whole hour of awesome music to come, and a couple more before the toilet break. And then it'll be Thomas Christ Live. I'm assuming you're live today, Thomas. Drop your link. Let people get set up for some Thomas Christ Live coming up after the show. Now, if you like the theme music that we have for this show that goes something like this,
Your music live.
then I got a little bit of a secret for you. That is not me. A lot of people are like, I like your theme song, and I'm like, thanks, it's not me. I do not take credit for other people's work. That is by our friend Mark Kronk Song Lovell. And Mark is an absolutely ridiculously profitable, what am I trying to say? Prolific, there's your word, creator. And he's got another tune that he's going to share for us this week. He says, "Hi Pete, this is a bit of a tongue-in-cheek song recorded in GarageBand inspired by a Thomas Dolby concert I went to where there was a power cut. A bit unfortunate when you are synth-based band, right? This song is more 70s than 80s, but the sentiment is there. I hope you like it." And that is from Mark Kronk Song Lovell. So we're going to jump over, we're already playing. We're going to jump over here to the SoundCloud. The SoundCloud likes to play songs on autoplay, and we're going to give this one a spin. It's called Help. Oh, help us, help us. So this is called Stop auto-playing, SoundCloud. You're a bit overzealous there, sunshine. Let's take a listen to this one. Since it wants to play, we'll just play it. It's called Help. It's Kronk Song on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
I went to the doctor. I said, "Doctor, have you something for me?" He said, "No way, 'cause I'm your enemy." Don't you think it's strange? The things he says to me. All I wanted from him was some herbal tea. He said, "I remember when you last came here, you went away with something I hold so dear." I said, "Doctor, I didn't mean to walk away with her. I didn't mean to walk. I'm sorry, but you seem so keen, and I know it caused you stir." To the doctor, I said, "Doctor, have you something for me?" He said, no way, 'cause I'm your enemy."
Oh, classic work there from our man Kronk Song, bringing the awesome there. Very fun live ambient sound to it. Thank you, Kronk Song, for your constant support and constantly sharing great music. We are at the halfway mark of the show here, which means we're about to jump in and play our toilet break song. That is a song where I get to go and have a quick comfort stop while you listen to an awesome song. If you are new to the show, and it's your first time perhaps, then there's a couple of links. One link is to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, who help keep the lights on here at Studio Live Today Studios. And I'm getting choked up. DistroKid is so good. For less than $20 per year, you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs and albums, and you can use that code there or down in the description, and you'll save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. If you do have a song to submit for a future show, studiolivetoday.com/YML is the place to do it. We will have a Christmassy kind of holiday themed show coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'll be setting up a separate form for that shortly. I know some people have already submitted their Christmas songs. I'll try to make sure I move those over to the other one, but I wanted a separate one so we can do an all Christmas or all holiday song edition. But for our toilet break this week, you would have seen him if you watched the interview yesterday. I interviewed an amazing Canadian artist by the name of Mike Haggith. And if you missed that one, just search my name, Pete Johns, and his name, Mike Haggith, and you'll see the interview there. I usually do 30-minute interviews. We went 50 minutes because he was such an engaging and interesting dude. And he had a lot to say about recording and creating music and even releasing music on vinyl. And his latest album is actually released on vinyl, which we talked about a lot. He says, "Here it is, the title track from my latest full-length record, Bridges. Much like the album as a whole, this track immerses itself in the feeling of isolation and its effect on one's mental health. Here, at the end of the record, everything comes to a close in an almost detached, melancholy way. This is still one of my proudest tracks, despite the fact that it was quite a bit different from most. Thanks for giving this one a spin. I always appreciate the inclusion." Well, you're not only being included, Mike, you are getting the honour, no, the privilege of being our toilet break song here. So let's take a listen to this one. Mike Haggith with Bridges on Your Music Live.
Just a number, be it or multiple. We all feel the isolation, we know it's culpable. Call it small town troubles, call it what you will. I think we're getting left behind here, but we all know the drill. Leaning off the edge now. To your loved ones or actualize your plan. And if I had the means, baby, I'd build a bridge to you. But if you said on moving further, you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Mike Haggith with Bridges on Your Music Live. How cool is that? Mike creates some amazing songs, and he talked about a lot of stuff, including how he makes lyric videos like that one, how he records and how he mastered his tunes for vinyl, which is a very different thing if you've never done it before. And I've never done it. I'm first to admit that I've never done it before myself. So I don't know how to do it. And I said to Mike, you need to create a tutorial about how you did that, because so many people would be very interested, even if you don't want to do it yourself. How interesting would it be to see all the things that he had to do? Because he went through 4 test pressings for that record, where he had to get a record sent to him, and he played it. He's like, nope, not working. The grooves are too fat. Tried it again. Nope, not working. Not enough low end. And he went back and forth like 4 times to get his vinyl record completed. So very interesting dude. Check out the interview if you missed it. Very cool stuff there from Mike Haggith. All right, let's crack into a very big second half here. We've got a bunch of very cool artists and tunes to play through here. We've got some catching up to do on some previously submitted stuff from previous weeks, and we're going to kick it all off with this band. This is a band called Cero, C-E-R-O, and they say, we wrote this song almost 10 years ago, and it speaks about resignation when you know that even though you love each other, it's not going to work. And we're going to go and check this one out. So this is a non-English song, but I think you'll be able to hear it and feel it just in the groove of this one. It's a very cool band, and it's a song called Como Quizimos, and it is Cero Como on Your Music Live.
Crear un sueño roto más. Invito a jugar a tiempos que no se escribirán. Viviendo bajo sueños, soñando sobre vidas que no habrán. Acciones desmedidas. Soledad, pues cuando sabe mal, la voz de la inconsciencia ya no es cuestión de amar, ya no basta paciencia, pues no se largar lo que no está hecho para funcionar como quisimos estar.
So good I even let the guitar solo go on through there. Love it when you get a cool sort of male vocal vibe going on, and the guitars, the drums, the everything in that. And I love seeing the studio and the cat, of course. Got to have a cat, right? It is a musical language. So that's Italian, not Spanish. Oh man, I'm very bad with other nationalities. I'm definitely been sheltered from a lot of cultural stuff being over here in Australia, because you can drive for like 4 days, and the only thing is you'll get a slightly twangier accent the further north and the further east you go. That's it. All right. Excuse me. Let's grab a tune here from Tierra del Fuego, and they say Sculptular Winging Records presents Tierra del Fuego performing Vexadrine, the anxious blues of the vexed. 4-piece band in one room together, overdubbed vocals. Please begin around 30 seconds. Thanks for playing. Thank you for submitting. Let's grab this tune, shall we? Starting it from the 30-second mark, and we'll bring this one on up. So this is Vexadrine or Vexadrine. This is Tierra de Fuego on Your Music Live.
Oh baby, you're vexing me. Oh baby, you're vexing me. When I'm with you, I feel so happy. steals the day. Oh, baby, you're vexing me. Oh, baby, you're vexing me. Oh, how well I know we were born to run free. Buggy me is someone who needs to belong and wants to run free with me. Oh, baby, you're vexing me. You made me so sad and lonely, yeah. And the sun setting on the angry, yeah. So now I step out with the devil just to save my soul, save myself from your vexing kind of love.
Very cool indeed. Tierra del Fuego here on Your Music Live. And the last track was Spanish indeed. My goodness. Way to get it wrong, Johns. Thank you very much for sharing that one. We've heard a few tunes from Tierra del Fuego and they're always good. And they did mention that they were asked there, it was such a warm sound, is that recorded on analog? And they said, yeah, 24 track tape. There you go. I like you can definitely hear when a band's playing together and they have that vibe, they have that connection there. So very good stuff there. Let's grab this next one. This is from William Hurl, and William says, this song was recorded during the summer of 2020. I recorded it with GarageBand on my iPad. Unfortunately, the file of the song has been deleted from my iPad during an update. Oh no. I only had left the WAV file that I already exported. So I said to myself, why not make it a single? That's the way to do it. Absolutely. So this is William Hurl, and you can see the advantage here. Sorry, William Harry. I thought that that lowercase I was a lowercase L. So William Harry, and it's Le Jardin de Marie. We'll need Michael and Mark on the case here to do some French translation because we're going all over the world here, and you know it's quality because look, you got that there. Provided to YouTube by DistroKid. Yes, so we know quality when people know to distribute with DistroKid, you know that they know their stuff. Let's give it a listen to this one, shall we? William Harry on Your Music Live.
Dans le jardin de Marie, il y a des fleurs en tout genre. Elles sont toutes très jolies et les couleurs changent. Dans le jardin de Marie pousse une plante derrière la porte de la cuisine, clandestinement. Dans le jardin de Marie, dans le jardin de Marie, dans le jardin de Marie, dans le jardin de Marie. Le jardin de Marie attire beaucoup de gens. Elle agit sous le pseudonyme de Fleur de Lavande. Dans le jardin de Marie, pas de détergent. Tout pousse comme par magie et s'envole dans le vent. Dans le jardin de Marie, dans le jardin de Marie, dans le jardin de Marie, dans le jardin de Marie.
I like it. I dig it. Le Jardin de Marie equals Marie's Garden, the Garden of Marie. There you go. I should have known that. My year 9 French didn't quite get me up to Jardin, remembering that was garden. Very cool. Yeah, I like it. Little cool twist. Last one should be a perfume ad. There you go. A lot of people saying it was like a French Bob Dylan. Yeah, I can dig that. I can hear it. Very, very cool indeed. All right, let's continue on here. We've got a bunch more tunes to play here today, and we're going to need an XL version of the show soon to catch up on all the songs that I haven't played, because we've got some that have been on the list for like 6 weeks now, and that's just unacceptable. So we'll jump in here and grab this one. This is a song called Misery, and it's by Dream King. They say, so still using an iPad 8th gen. I did, however, get a set of JBL monitors that have been very helpful, along with your channel. Thank you. You enjoy the song. Let's give this one a spin. Dream King and a song called Misery on Your Music Live. Very cool there. Grungy 90s vibe for sure. I like it a lot. Dream Kings here on Your Music Live with Misery. Yeah, definitely had a bit of a 90s vibe. A little bit of a rock music. Good stuff here. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are having a good weekend so far, even though it's only Friday afternoon or evening for most of you. I've got a lot of language chat going on here. I learned a little bit of French, but not enough. Just enough to get myself into trouble. Just enough to say, if I go to France, I could say, Je m'appelle Pierre, ça va bien, merci, salut. Croissant, s'il vous plaît. That's it. That's all I got. Or, quelle heure est-il? What time is it? Who's asking the time, though? We're all wearing smartwatches these days. Who knows? All right. I dig that. I agree, Russ. Kind of a bit curious. A little bit curious going on with that one. All right, we're going to do a bit of a speed catch-up session here. So we're going to play some songs back to back because we have a bunch here on the backlog that we need to play. So Pete's going to shut up for a bit. I know. Likely. We're going to jump through these. So first up, we've got an ad for Tasmania. Let's jump over here.
8:17 p.m. A quiet few.
We've got our first ad for a while, advertising Tasmania. See, here in Australia, there's ads for going to other parts of Australia, especially at the moment because we kind of can't leave the country. So we'll wait for the ad for Tasmania to finish there. Don't need to give them double advertising, but there you go. No Lotto Cat, but Tasmania ads. So go figure. We're going to play this one here. It's from Ohila, and it's called V-Loan. Yeah, we'll go with that. And about this, they say, it was made in Logic with stock plugins. Enjoy. Let's give this one a spin. Ohila on Your Music Live.
Always fly, never worry. Always deep, I'm nothing dummy. Keep it down up on my tummy. Used to need a one more precious on the rock. Only focused on the rock.
Very nice done. Got a bit of a what's the Donald Glover project? This is how out of the loop I am. This is America. He did that song. That's up for Childish Gambino. A bit of Childish Gambino vibe there from Oh Hella. I kind of like that. Nice one. Thank you for sharing that one. Again, we're in our quick fire catch-up section here. So this next one is Raka Bagas Pratama. Probably butchered all three of those names. And they say it's about Kingdom of Fantasy. Oh, very cool. Oh, we've got this is a whole album, is it? Which one am I playing? It looks like I may have played one of these before. Let's just give it a spin anyway. We'll come on over here. So this is a bedtime story, The Kingdom of Fantasy. Let's pick one, shall we? What about Write the Kingdom's Night? Let's give this a spin here on Your Music Live. Indeed, a very nice, pretty tune there from, who was that from? From Raka Bagas Pratama. Let's move on to our next track. We're doing some quick-fire catch-up here. This is from Julian Minerva, who said, this is a song, part of a story I've been wanting to tell in an album for the longest time, but I never felt confident enough about my creation and production to release it. I started producing during the Payword and wanted to make a song that showed evolution and made it dramatic and tense. Cool. Well, let's give this tune a spin, shall we? This one is from Julian Minerva, and it is called Crawling in the Shadows. And we're going to play it live on Your Music Live. Yeah, a beat to nod along to, right? If you're not nodding your head or tapping your toes to something like that, I don't know what's wrong with you. Yeah, quirky sounds in there. Yeah, like the distortion and the drive and all sorts of cool. Yeah, I could spend hours exactly messing around with that sort of stuff. Super mega jazz hands to Autism Rocks. Autism Rocks submitted a tune. Oh, yeah, a little bit of Gorillaz, wasn't it? But it was a Christmas tune, so we are actually holding off on the Christmas tunes for a couple of weeks till we do a Christmas show, which will be coming up very soon here on the channel. So do keep your ears peeled around for that one. Let's grab this one from Ramo Baramya while we're over here on the SoundClouds. And they say, this song is recorded at home. I'm doing all the guitar parts and vocals. Bass is done by someone else. Hey, collaboration for the win. So this is called Antichrist Breaker Bass by Ramo Baramya on Your Music Live. Yeah, I'm picturing Jade Star just like there with this on in the background and then just going, huh? What? Metal? Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, the drums in there, epic stuff. Ears melting and head banging, neck breaking. Exactly. Just got whiplash from head banging. I know. Occasionally, you just have to throw some metal out there just to wake people up and give it a wee bit of a punch in the face. Alrighty, let's move to our next track. Ethan by B says, this song goes out to my store manager who sadly has a brain tumor. Very sorry to hear. I currently do not work there anymore because I'm at college, but I wish the best for him, as do I for everyone. I do wish you the best. So this is called Be Okay / Not Okay, and this is Ethan by B on Your Music Live. Ethan Bybee bringing some cool vibes on that one here on Your Music Live. Not quite sure what that's the picture of, but at least it's blurred out. Looks a bit suspect on my screen. Good stuff there. Thank you for sharing that one. We're going to move on to our next song here over on the SoundCloud. We're doing our quick-fire catch-up here, which means less talk and more music, just like on an old FM station from the 90s, with more rock, non-stop rock and block of rock. So this is from Walnut Josiah. And they say, I made this track on my phone and recorded it on my phone as well. Very cool. It's off my EP titled Sounds, and the track has dance elements with some experimental features, which is very much the vibe of the EP. Very cool. We'll give this one a spin. It is called Solids. Whoop, we're on the wrong page. It is called Solids by Walnut Josiah, and we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live. That's some solid grooves there, and it's called Solids, and it's Walnut Josiah on Your Music Live. Yeah, some thumping bass for you. Man, we've had an eclectic mix of tunes here today. It's been very, very cool indeed, and we've still got another 30 minutes to go. We're going to continue the non-stop block of rock and other things. I can't even say just rock, because I actually sometimes don't even know what we're going to play. But I know that this one is called Problem Child, and it's Fico, the Croatian rocker, and one of his projects, and says, this is our self-titled song telling a story of living a life as a problem child. Let's give it a spin on Your Music Live. Little bit of Problem Child for you there on your Saturday morning or Friday afternoon, and yeah, a bit of collaboration work by the looks of it there from Fico and from some other members of the crew, which is always good to see. Keep doing your thing. Yeah, I liked the video, I liked the effect. Let's move on. Steve Boland is our next artist, and they say this song is from my new album, The Southern Dread, completely recorded in iOS GarageBand from home, 2020 through 2021. Use your channel as a constant reference and was a huge help. Thanks for listening. Very cool. I dig it. Let's take a listen to this one. It is Steve Boland, and it is called The Worst Street in Town. We're going to spin it live on Your Music Live. What a very cool tune. Yeah, digging it in a big bad way. And unfortunately, all good things come to an end and we have to turn it down. But like all of the other tunes that we've played here today, if you want to listen to the whole gosh darn thing, all you need to do is jump on over to the links that are in the description. Yeah, I do all the hard work so that you don't have to. You can go and check out all of the songs that we've played here in the description and relive the awesomeness and listen to the whole things. Right, let's grab this track. This is from our man Rob Heath, and Rob says another new one. This one's called If. Made on GB on my iPhone 10 with a couple of Apple loops chucked in. This one's a little bit different to my usual stuff, a bit more upbeat possibly, and my unending quest to make appealing or appalling. One of the two music videos continues. This one's a bit of a marathon, so best to play it from 1 minute 18. All the best from Rob. So we will do that. We'll cue this one up to 1 minute and 18 seconds and grab the spot there. Oh yeah, yes, I think Rob's going for appalling, but I think it's entertaining. So here's Rob Heath, and here's his tune called "If" on Your Music Live.
Sleep, little rabbit, would you have it? It's your habit for a little while. Send your signals, let them get mixed up. In the process, let's inject a little progress for a little while. A little while. If I was lonely, would you call me? Would you send me help? Or if I was broken, are you open? Would you send me help? Or if I was lonely, would you call me? Would you send me help? Or if I was broken, are you open? Would you send me help? That it's boring, there's no talking in the morning, but I need a while. Make the bed and make sure you eat all your lasagna. You're a vampire that has sucked the soul right out of me. Right out of me. If I was lonely, would you call me? Would you send me help? Or if I was broken, are you open? Would you send me help? Or if I was lonely?
Oh, very cool stuff, Rob Heath. I dig it. Yeah, the drums, don't be distracted too much by the video, even though it's hard to do that, to not be distracted. But yeah, very cool stuff there from Rob Heath. He's definitely got some original vibes going on there, which is very, very cool. Alrighty, we do have 20 minutes left here, so we'll probably sneak another 5 odd songs under the bar before we finish up here tonight. So I hope you've had a good time. And when I say tonight, I mean this morning. I talked to the most common of you, and I know most of you are in the US and Canada, and a few folks are scattered around the UK and Europe as well, plus my Australian friends getting up with their Vegemite toast and their coffee on a Saturday morning. I hope you're doing well. Let's go Aussies. Grab some wickets today in the test match, shall we? Right, let's grab this one. This is from Stephen Galente, and it is called Final Transition. Stephen says, inspired by the many stories of near-death experiences, 100% Nano Studio 2, Obsidian and Slate, final mix mastered in Final Touch. Thanks, Pete, for turning me on to that. Very welcome. Final Touch is a good little mastering platform. Let's give this one a spin. This is Final Transition. Stephen Galente on Your Music Live. Excellent stuff there from Stephen Galente and a track called Final Transition. That one had me hooked in. I forgot to stop playing it. Definitely an epic tune there. Good work, Stephen. Appreciate it. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, a bit like a Disney soundtrack. Very, very well put together, I must say. Good stuff. Indeed. Alrighty, let's grab our next tune. This one is, I think this might be the debut of this artist. It is CJ Melisma. Yes, CJ Melisma, and this is a track called Ironic Bill. Ironic Bill? Yeah. And they say, this is a song I wrote and recorded at home for a local homeless organisation called Oasis Central Minnesota. It will be released on DistroKid soon. Very cool. The instrumental parts were created by friends of mine from around the country. More about them and then there's a link. All right, very cool. I like it. So this is CJ. I like it. I like the header there. CJ Melisma and Ironic Bill, and we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
Lost in weather worn, dark side of the hill, flying a sign, hoping for fives, ironic bills, wet soiled socks, move him along, next intersection, out to no Cabino songs. Trunk, the edge of town, king of the hill knows where he's at. Ironic Bill.
How good is that? Cannot wait to have that released on DistroKid. I'll definitely be picking up a copy. Good stuff there. CJ Melisma, Ironic Bill, some epic blues for your ear holes. A little Stevie Ray kind of vibe going on there. Very, very cool. We are on the homeward stretch here, but we've still got a little bit of time left. We've got some cool new songs to feature in the next little bit, including this one from Holy Ghost 66. Holy Ghost, Batman. I hope it's okay to submit an older song. It is. Don't have to play it if too old. It's fine. It's a cheerful song about a guy who keeps his dead wife in the shed, just in case. Recorded in GarageBand, animated in Tahoma 2D, all by me. Keep up the good work, Pete. Cheers. That's from Holy Ghost 66. So yeah, a nice, light little ditty here from our friend Holy Ghost 66, and it's called "I'm Not Worried Anymore." And we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Oh, yeah, disturbingly disturbing on that one from our man Holy Ghost 66. Yes, not much to say about that, is there? Really, really interesting. Right, yes, I'm making you wait because you've got to start dinner soon, right? Very good track, very, very epic, and very interesting subject matter. Yeah, just a friendly little tune, one for the kiddies even. All right, we need to cleanse the palate. I dig it. I love the creativity of something like that. Very macabre. Let's move on to the Wolfstone Studios. Oh. Never do that again. Hi, Pete. For anyone thinking about making music for the first time in GarageBand iOS, we would recommend checking out the live loops when starting out. It really helped us when we started. We used live loops for this song a few years back. Then we deconstructed it, put it back together for a more original sound. It's called Our Journey Together, and we're going to give it a spin. This is Wolfstone Studio, Ron and Jenny, Our Journey Together on Your Music Live. Very nicely done there, Wolfstone Studio, Our Journey Together on Your Music Live. Yeah, I dig it. I like it a lot. Again, that and all of the songs we've played here today will be linked down in the description. Today's been a bit of a more mellow, smoother kind of jazz club, smoky kind of vibe, don't you think? Some weeks we're all rocking, some weeks we're all EDM and synth in our way. Today it's been a little laid back, and I don't mind that. I think sometimes you need that little laid back kind of vibe. I dig it a lot. So thank you, Wolfstone Studio, for sharing. And if you would like to share, because remember, sharing is caring and Sharon is Karen. So if you do want to share this video, all you need to do is go down below. Right next to the thumbs up button, which you're welcome to press, is a share button. And you can copy the link, you can share it around, send it to all your family and your friends and say, come on over, folks. And the water's fine here in YML. Something like that. Alrighty, we're going to play a couple more tunes and then I'm going to get the heck out of here. But I will be back tomorrow for the happy hour. We're doing we did 80s versus 90s a couple of weeks back. We're doing 60s versus 70s. So yeah, we'll be facing off some 60s tunes against some 70s tunes and having a bit of fun with some live acoustic music tomorrow. But before we do that, we're going to play two more songs. This is the penultimate song. Yes, there's that word again. Penultimate song is from John W. John W. Adams. And this one's called Don't Walk Away, featuring Alexa Mooring. And John says, my daughter's voice is about as crystal clear as any I know. Contrasts with my harshness. Enjoy. There you go. So let's give this one a spin. It's our man John W. Adams with Don't Walk Away on Your Music Live.
Don't walk away with so many things still left to say. You've taken my spirit and with it my pride. The pieces you left me just rattle inside.
Just walk away. I've heard it all. I know what you'll say. I gave you a spirit and with it your pride. I don't wanna come back to what's left inside. In your eyes, it's clear to me why I stay right here by your side. I know I can't hide
behind all your tears. Don't think of your
I agree. Very good stuff there. John W. Adams with his daughter Alexa featuring on that one. She'll be singing many more of your songs. Sorry, John, you're out of a job. No, you need the contrast. You need both. It's all good. Yeah, I like it. A bit of a 50s vibe, right? A bit of a rockabilly kind of 50s vibe. Very classic kind of tune there. And the pan vocals, I agree. Not enough panning done. Everyone's putting everything right down the middle these days. And I don't think that's always the best. I think sometimes you need things out on the edges. Speaking of the edges, I'm bad at segues, but we are at the edge of the show, which means we're about to play our final track here. Huge thank you to everyone for being here. A huge thank you to our sponsors, DistroKid, for helping keep the lights on. If you are not releasing your music yet, you need to be, because it's just the easiest way. All you need to do is say, hey, my name is Kim Harden Hudson, and I release original music, and if you want to go and check it out, I release it on DistroKid, and that's the easy way to go. So, yeah, please do get your songs released, and DistroKid make it super simple. Less than $20 per year, and use that link. You'll save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. We thank them for their ongoing support, and I thank you for being here, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on the replay, because I know that more than 70-80% of you watch on the replay, which is also super cool, so thank you for dropping on by. Leave us a comment after the show, let us know what you dug, and do go check out all the artists that we play down in the description. All right, we're going to finish off here with a tune from Kim Harden Hudson, and she says, hi Pete, here's a link to my new song. It's called Nothing Right, and it's a rewrite of a song that I started in 2003 and decided to revisit in June 2020. I kept the melody but changed the lyrics in the chords. It's the first GarageBand project I ever started and has been the hardest one to sing and mix so far. With the help from Madeline Harvey's YouTube channel, I finally learned to sing it better. Everything played by me except the bass played by my friend Erin, and the drums, which are the auto drummer, with customization by me. Mastered by the wonderful Jade Star. I hope you and the community will dig it. Thanks so much. So without further ado, let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is Nothing Right by Kim Harden Hudson to take us out here for the week on Your Music Live.
Everything is faded and frayed. All the things you thought would never break. You won't die if you cry. If you don't, then you might. This isn't what I saw in a dream, so I internalized. But it was never about me. Imagine my surprise. I should have been the river, but I was a stone. All the water rushed around me. I never felt so alone. You see that I've grown. This isn't what I had in mind. I wrapped myself inside. I swear you did nothing wrong. I did nothing right. This isn't what I had in mind. Still I can try. I swear you did nothing wrong. I did nothing right.
Kim Harden Hudson on Your Music Live, taking us out there. And yeah, normally I just sort of fade to black at the end of the last song, but just wanted to come back to say, yeah, very, very cool. The reverse piano, I agree, was particularly cool. And just the production on that one with the background vocals and the reversed chords going in there and the pads and just the right amount of reverb on that. So you can tell, whilst Kim doesn't produce a lot of music, like a lot of people around here are very, very lucrative in terms of getting a lot of songs out there, you know that when Kim does get something out there, it's going to be pretty darn special. Thank you all so much for all of your contributions today. It's been another epic show, and I do appreciate everyone for being here. If you had some fun today, hit the thumbs up button. That just tells the YouTube robots that you think it's cool and that you're going to come and hang out again one day. And we will be back next week. If you want to submit a song, down in the description, just click the link there at studiolivetoday.com/YML. Couldn't be easier. And do support our friends DistroKid. If you're not already releasing your music, then jump into the link that's linked up the top there and down in the description, because they are our wonderful sponsors and they help people get their music out there into the big, bad, wide world. I'll be back again tomorrow with the happy hour, so I hope to see you then. And for now, hang around, because Thomas Christ is about to rock your socks off with his Thomas Christ live show. So thank you everyone for being here. And as we say at the end of every show, please be kind to yourself. Remember, you can fit your own oxygen mask before helping others, including children. But then be kind to other people as well. And keep creating. Rock on, everybody. I'll see you real soon. Bye for now. On Your Music Live. See ya.
Your music, your music, your music live. Your music, your music, your music.
Bye.